Is filmed for this one as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And away we go from East Rutherford. Return starts from the goal line. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Play action, Prescott. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Another throw for Prescott. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and...
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds a man, right side. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. The handoff on 3rd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
Motion man sent left.
Up, go.
Gets this to Johnson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Up, go.
Play fake, Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Great. Up, go.
3rd and long for him here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. The Giants are set to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He'll start from the 39. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go, 26.
First down, here's Dak. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's a give up the middle. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Quick pass, right side, complete. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Working quickly here. To throw, Prescott. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up 6-0 here in the first. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
They'll motion Slayton left.
Uppercut.
They go play fake with Jones. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Uppercut.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Hits his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Apple, 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 apple. Other side, other side. Uppercut.
Jones now on 3rd down. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Calm. Adriana Lima.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
56. Dom Capers. Uppercut.
Again, Jones to the air. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Well, he saw his guy help him pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 4. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third down, Jones to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here we go. Timberland.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Gold gutter. Rita.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope he's 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Half 18, half 18. South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach.
They kick the running back in motion.
Up we go.
Here he is on third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Here's 2nd and 7. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That one gains 7. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Then we're going to 53.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Everybody kill, kill. Hey, kill, 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 kill. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
He finds Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And that's good for a gain of 5. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go, North Copper. Go, North Copper. Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino. Out, go.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. picked off by the rookie from Alabama. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Jones trying again after the pick. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Here we go, Hank.
Jones. Brought in by Burks. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. He's got a man left. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Bama, Bama, Bama.
From the 45 on 2nd down. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants with the football. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Detroit Johnson, Detroit Johnson.
They'll throw it again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Great, 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 great. Up and go.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
North salad, north salad. Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Up we go.
Pressure comes, Jones. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Goal, north salad. Goal, north salad.
Singletary. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. That's Flanoy, he's got it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Dak off the play fake. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Throwing again is Dak. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill. We got 46.
The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. 26. Here we go, 46, 40. Here we go, 54, 46.
Another throw for Prescott. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Pulled in at the 20. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And it'll be Giants football. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Here we go, hey.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Timberland. Here we go, long. Detroit.
Jones now to throw. He fires one deep down the left. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Great. Up we go.
First down throw by Jones. Connecting on the slant. And they get this down to the 28. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
26.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Apple. Other side. Up we go.
Jones on first down. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Chip.